We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Cardi B is bragging to Nicki Minaj and the Barbs. That's why she's posting this. She said 5 shows back to back. Listen, I'm being humble about it. Don't let me get back on my cocky shit. Let's just accept it. It is what it is, okay? Because Live Nation posted that Cardi B had landed her first headlining arena tour and that she sold out the Kia Forum back to back, okay? So that's what she's bragging about. And then she also said this on Spaces.
Thank you guys for coming out to my shows. Like, my shows have been selling out back to back. It is a different feeling from doing festivals because it's like seeing my community. It's like seeing my people. Like, I just know that y'all know me way more than like, I guess the general public. I don't even know how to say it. Like, my next tour, I know what I'm gonna cut back from. Like even now that we started the tour, I still ended up spending now more money because now that I started the tour, I added more pyros, I added a little bit more props. In the Vegas show, there was a lot of like fuck ups. So now I added to another team so we could have my props and all my stage stuff ready earlier. There's other things that like are going on in my personal life. No relationship stuff, no relationship. This don't got nothing to do with relationship. But there is things that are going on in my personal life that I feel like if I didn't receive so much love right now, I will be like extremely broken. The love that you guys are giving me is just keep getting me strong and like it keeps me positive to keep other people positive. I'm gonna start working back on music again this week. I already got my studio tour bus.
So that is what Cardi B had to say. So she said that she's working on new music. She's already planning another tour and that her shows are selling out. Now, she also posted this screenshot of a text message saying another big show today in Vancouver. Close to 1.7 million in the box office. Nearly 12,000 tickets sold. Over 100 tickets sold today and still selling. Okay? So the Vancouver show is not sold out. I think that's the show she did yesterday. But it was still selling. And I think what Titanic Records is trying to do and what Cardi B is trying to do, she's trying to outsell or outgross Nicki Minaj's tour. That's why she keeps posting that she's selling back to back, because she's trying to outgross Nicki Minaj's tour. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. I know everybody is saying Doja Cat has fell off, but she's not giving up. Doja Cat is planning on dropping the Deluxe when she does her American tour dates, which is coming later on this year. She's going to be touring in America, in the US. I think it's in the next few months, towards the end of the year. Currently she's overseas, but she will be putting out music, but it's going to be following the US tour dates. So she's not giving up despite what people are saying. And I agree with some people though. No shade to Doja Cat. I do feel like Doja Cat has fell off or is not part of the female rap conversation. Some people are saying, she wants it to be like that. She's happy she fell off. And I'm thinking, well, the label ain't. You got to understand, once you fall off, the label not going to be backing you as much and you can eventually get shelved. So I think Doja Cat should be very careful about that. Now, moving on from that, Ken Barbie decided to clap back at the fans that were saying that Cardi B had liked a tweet of a fan calling Nicki Minaj ugly, because Nicki Minaj posted a few photos earlier this week, and a lot of people had a lot to say about the photos. They felt like the photos weren't taken properly or she didn't look good in them. And so Cardi B did like a tweet, but it wasn't, I guess, the tweet that everybody thinks that she liked, according to Ken Barbie, who is Cardi B's lapdog. Ken Barbie said, "This is what Cardi actually liked. Her own lyrics. It's 2026 and she's on a sold out tour. Y'all want to attach the bullshit to her so bad because you're bored. Shut the fuck up, okay? So Ken Botch Barbie is saying that she did not like the tweet, that she liked a tweet that was quoting her own lyrics. Let me know if you guys believe Ken Botch Barbie or not. Clearly, she told her lapdog to come clear the air. And like I said before, either, like I said in my video yesterday, she wants a truce, or she's scared, or she don't want to smoke with Nicki Minaj. Because when has Cardi B ever came out and cleared up that whether she was shading Nicki Minaj or not? That's never happened before. So people can say, oh, she's on a tour, she don't care about Nicki Minaj, or I think that is either she don't want to smoke with Nicki. She definitely don't want to smoke with Nicki, especially now that Nicki has aligned herself with Trump. And she might be a little bit scared. I think is either one of those two. I don't think that has anything to do with her being on tour, because it don't matter if she's on tour or not. Cardi B loves drama. She's always in the drama. That's why her album is titled Am I the Drama, because she's always in it. Now, Tyla decided to show some love to Yung Miami, even though it was last year Yung Miami said that Tyla stole her song Chanel, or stole the title of the song. But this is what Tyla posted, and this is what Yung Miami reposted.
You know it's T when you see them two fingers touching. Yeah. I'm just some real.
Carisha then said, even Tyla's fingers touching. I'm really that bitch for real. Ain't no denying it, okay? Here y'all go. Y'all had to gas up, including you, Tyla. You had to gas up young toilet seat Carisha. I'm like, really? I still stand by my statement that I don't think Yung Miami's that talented. Prostitute raps are not in style anymore. And Tyla, I just feel like sometimes you try to be friendly with everybody. Like, it's like, girl, she dragged you last year. And I understand you might feel a little bit guilty. You might have taken her song. Who knows? But the point of the matter is, I just don't feel like we need a Tyla and Carisha moment. Because I think Tyla up here and Carisha is all the way down here next to the ground and dirt. No shade. And hopefully Tyla doesn't even think about putting Young Toilet Seat on the Chanel remix. Okay, because Tyla, if that happens, I definitely can't support you no more. Okay, we gotta understand that Young Toilet Seat Carisha is in cahoots with Diddy, who is a monster and deserves 30 years in jail. She decided to write a letter saying that he needs to come out of jail. She's a bird, and she has a bird brain, and she has no talent. I mean, she probably didn't even write the song. So I'm like, I don't know why people are trying to gas it. To me, it's really not that great of a song. And I feel like we got to go back to supporting talent, which unfortunately Young Toilet Seat does not have. Now, moving on from that, Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter are rumored to have recorded a collaboration. The duo was reportedly spotted filming a music video together last Friday in Los Angeles. The song said to sound reminiscent of their 2005 single, Sorry, okay? Here's the thing. I like Madonna. I know she has the title of like the Queen of Pop to some, not really to me. But I feel like, it's time to sit the fuck down. Okay? I feel like she has to realize she's not a young hoe anymore, and she gotta hang up. I don't wanna see Madonna shaking her flabby butt cheeks, okay, wrinkle butt cheeks and thighs at 70, okay? I don't want to see that, and I think she needs to retire, okay? Y'all can say, oh, she don't have to retire. I didn't say she has to. I said she needs to. She needs to hang it up, okay? Like, let's be serious. Like, I don't want to see that. Nobody does. Like, that song, listen, the song only gonna do well because Sabrina's on it. But if Madonna puts out a record by herself right now, it would completely, utterly flop. And y'all know that. Nobody's buying that, okay? Madonna, stop it. You was hot 40 years ago. It's time to stop trying to hang out with the young hoes, okay? And when you should have collaborated with the icons, you should have collaborated with Gaga. You should have collaborated with Beyonce when they was hot. Collaborating with Sabrina, who's like 50 years younger than you just doesn't logically make sense. You skipped over the icons you were supposed to collaborate with. I know you had issues with Gaga. That's on Patreon, but you should have worked with Gaga, Beyonce, those girls, you know what I'm saying? Or older women, now you don't want to work with them. You want to work with Sabrina. Like, it just don't make sense. Okay. Like, sit down, grandma, please. Now, moving on from that, Kayla Nicole is getting dragged on social media because she decided to mention Travis Kelce while she was on live with Ace from Love Island.
When was your last relationship?
Probably like 3 years ago now.
3 years ago.
Been a long time.
Why did your last relationship not work?
Who knows? Could be compatibility issues.
Okay.
Right person, wrong time.
Got you.
Now, in my opinion, I understand that, Travis might be the love of her life, to be quite honest. I do believe that. But I feel like she kind of subliminally always mentions Travis a little bit too much, and it's time for her to move on. Okay? Like, Kayla's bad. I'm shocked she's not cuffed up by another NBA or NFL player. I mean, she's gorgeous. But my whole thing is, you did the dance to He Wasn't Man Enough for Me for Halloween, using the Toni Braxton song. Then you did the commercial recently, dragging or subliminally shading, Taylor and Travis. And now this, it's like you're doing a little bit too much, in my opinion. And it's coming off a little bit thirsty. Saying right person, wrong time. No, that's not the answer. Okay? Here's my thing. If it was the right person, you would be walking down the aisle. He had only been with Taylor for a year and a half, and he already proposed. He was with you way longer and didn't propose. So clearly he is with what he believes the right person, even though I don't think it's going to last with Taylor. My whole thing is, I don't think y'all were compatible like that. I don't think so at all. And allegedly, Queen Taylor is not happy with you mentioning her man. Okay? And if you keep mentioning her man, allegedly, she will be making a few phone calls. And, you could possibly get blackballed if you keep mentioning her man and throwing subliminal shade. And I understand she dissed you in her album, but this is like your third or fourth time mentioning them subliminally. You gotta let it go. Now, moving on from that, Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, and Momo Boyd's Good Flirts debuts at number 60 on the global Paolify chart with 1.82 million streams. It's the highest debut from Casino on the chart. And also, Baby Keem, Casino earned 13.8 million streams its opening day on Paolify. Now, a lot of people are trying to say this is a flop. I'm like, how was it a flop? I mean, it's not like Baby Keem. Yes, he's under Kendrick Lamar, but he's not on the same level as Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Okay? And on top of that, he's doing better than a lot of these other rappers that been out, because 21 Below Average only did 13.1 million streams his opening day, and he had way more features than Baby Keem. Baby Keem's biggest feature was Kendrick Lamar. You only had Kendrick in like Too Short. 21 Below Average had Champagne Thickums, Gorilla Glue, Scratch Off, G Herbo, and Metro Boomin. All those artists that were on his album been out before Baby Keem, and still couldn't get 21 Below Average to a number one or to outsell Baby Keem. So I'm like, how is this a flop? What was 21 Average's album? Okay, like, we gotta understand, he had way more features. Baby Keem only had 2. Like, they don't make no sense. But I think people only dragging Baby Keem because of his connection with Kendrick Lamar. That's what it is. Okay? Because the album is solid. The album is better than whatever 21 Below Average put out. No shade. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Taylor, Blake Lively, Selena, 50 Cent, and Jim Jones, Lil Jon, and his son on Patreon. Link will be in the description. I hope you guys have a great day.